Hello.
Hello.
Alright. So you're talking about Dr. Steel before we started recording?
Oh yeah. Dr. Steel. If anyone doesn't know Dr. Steel, and if you do know Dr. Steel, points to you to being part of the his toy army. But now retired. That character has been long retired, unfortunately.
So,
Okay.
because I don't explain Dr. Steel a little bit because I don't know who the fuck Dr. Steel is.
Dr. Steel is a character and like a music project done by I forget his name, Vernon. Forget his name. His name's Vernon though. He's like a steampunk artist. He does a lot of like special effects stuff too. I think he does like kind of like freelance stuff for that for certain music videos now. And he had like a weird antique show for a while where they'd like take like broken things and make them into like kind of steampunky antique kind of style things, or like old school types of things. Antiqueize them, make them look crazy. But his Dr. Steel thing was, it was a kind of like a steampunk. There's like a little bit of hip hop. It was a little bit of like kind of like a hardcore style too, type of music, and he'd have like a lot of cool music videos where he'd have like a lot of his special effects, and including CGI and like practical stuff. And he even had a little YouTube show going for a while too. Very early YouTube. It was like the weird shit that you'd find on a corner of YouTube, and you're like, whoa. And it's got this whole cult of personality thing going that follows Dr. Steel. His character is that the lore of Dr. Steel is that he was this sort of broken down like blue collar worker at a toy factory who gets like fired and fucked over. So he burns down that and becomes a supervillain bent on changing the world and ruling it so that we're no longer stuck in the 9-to-5 ritual of like boring work, so it could be a utopian playland. And he's got like a bunch of demented toys that he makes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it was actually there's actually some heat that Dr. Horrible's singing along, with Neil Patrick Harris. There's actually that got some heat because Dr. Steel was before that, and a lot of people are saying that he sort of took a lot of like the music style and almost like the imagery and stuff too, and copied that from Dr. Steel.
Oh shit.
I don't know how legit that is. I think I believe it was coincidental, but yeah, you could definitely see why people would say that if you look at old Dr. Steel stuff and then watch the Dr. Horrible sing-along thing. Actually, I've only seen a little bit of. I don't think I've ever actually fully watched that.
I haven't seen none of this. This is completely new information to me.
Yeah, it was like a weird like musical with like Neil Patrick Harris as this evil scientist. That's all I really know about it. And it's like a sing-along like musical thing. It has like a huge cult classic too.
Gotcha.
Like cult following. But yeah, Dr. Steel fucking is great, especially when you especially I think the song I listen to the most is We Decide It, which is a great song if you work a fucking boring 9-to-5 job when you're just trying to hobble up onto the bus and going to your work. Good to listen to that song. Just about how we're stuck in the old ways and we'll never get out of this, like this cycle of boring fucking working for crumbs type of bullshit.
Which is unfortunately true.
Mm-hmm. And he puts a little bit of an ironic spin on it, and especially in the actual if you watch Utopian Playland, or I think the Utopian Playground is the thing. There's a good YouTube video where it's about like 9 minutes, and it's like it's a mock interview with Dr. Steel, and him going over like what he's doing.
Okay.
And it kind of actually like it goes like with this anti-corporate like thing, but except like he's also like kind of like a mock corporation that is also trying to like, there's kind of a second meaning to it where it's like it is just like this thing kind of like distracting you from reality. Like, so like it's not actually going to bring change. It's like what he's going to bring is just a distraction from the mundane. So yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Steve.
I didn't know. I just didn't have anything to add because
I got you.
no clue.
3 albums. 3 great albums.
Nice. I'll have to listen to them.
Yeah, they're on Spotify. Definitely recommend watching the video too for some context.
Yeah,
it's not a long one.
9 minutes ain't long. I'm used to watching hour-long fucking explanations on a single character of Dark Souls.
Utopian play. Utopian, building a utopian playland, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like in one of the like if I ever came across, and it's like it's hard because like he doesn't have his merch shop going anymore, so like a lot of that stuff you can't get. But like there is a patch I would love, and it's the you know official toy soldier patch of them.
Oh man.
Of being a member minion. And yeah, it was just all done by him independently. I think he even like showed up on like one of those late shows too for a second, but it was just too early. If he started a little later, I think he would have had a lot more of a following.
Yeah.
Before his time.
Sometimes that's how it is.
Because it's like there's like a lot of like videos of his too that you could obviously see that like in the past couple of years that the algorithm was actually given a chance to, but it's just too late.
Man.
There's like a lot of people like, come back. We need you more than ever.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but it's only constantly recommending me videos that I've watched before. It's never recommending. I have to actively seek out new content on YouTube, and it's getting a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally my home screen, every video has a red bar on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And that indicates that you done watched it. I was gonna switch out to Abigail to be in her.
That go through?
Yeah, that went through.
Yeah. Miriam. Alright. Lowercase Waluigi, what are you gonna do? Ba-bam.
Ooh, made it flinch too.
Try attack.
My favorite attack, even though I never get to use it. Literally my favorite attack. I don't know why.
There's only a few of them know it. And it's always like, it's usually the weird ones. I mean, you know, Porygon, I know Dodrio.
Yeah, Dodrio.
Magnemite, I think Magnemite and Magneton can learn that too.
Yeah.
So it might be a tutor move now. I don't know if they learn that naturally anymore.
I have no clue. I know very few, and it's. I'd say it's the most versatile fucking move.
Yeah.
It can cause burn, not poison, but burn, paralyze, or freeze. I understand that it don't happen all the time, but there's no other move that does that.
Then, you know, an 80 special attack no normal move ain't something to laugh at either.
Oh, it's 80? I always thought it was like 60.
Pretty sure it's 80.
I need
At least it used to be.
again.
Gen 4 was definitely 80.
I don't remember. I can check it real quick.
I can. I'm not playing.
Well, I can check it on here is what I was thinking. It is 80.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Pew.
Come on.
Which is why I can never justify you keeping it when I have a Dodrio, because Dodrio's more attack based. Drill Peck's better.
Yeah, but if your special attack stat is higher than your attack stat, that's the stat that it's going to utilize. You forget. I don't know if that works in Gen 4. I know that's current though. Everybody forgets that. That what makes Gyarados useful. Most of his attacks are special attacks, but since most of the time his attack stat is higher than his special attack, that's what his attacks are going to utilize.
I remember saying that, and then Starfish proved me wrong. Because and also it didn't make sense because it does mess up the meta.
No, it don't. I understand what you're saying. You're thinking it's going to make the special attack a physical attack, which that's not the case. All it's doing it's taking the formula that it is supposed to do to put the make the damage output. Instead of taking the special stat number, it takes the physical number because that's it takes the higher number of the two. If a special attack says that it's a special attack, it will always be counted as a special attack, no matter what stat is being utilized.
Yeah, but I said that still ruins the meta because then there's no reason to have. Because like sometimes you would if you got your attack stat lowered, that's the whole point of having like a special attack move just in case. Because then that doesn't matter if you couldn't be able to utilize that special attack move even if your attack got lowered. Because then, are you saying then all of a sudden the special attack stat just goes and then it ignores the lowered attack stat?
Are you talking about like in actual battle?
In actual battle.
If the stat it doesn't the stat changes the non-permanent stat changes don't affect it.
So
if your attack stat is lowered in mid battle, if your attack stat is lowered below your special stat, but your base attack stat is still higher than the special stat, it's going to use the attack stat.
And then if your attack stat was higher and then got lowered below your special attack stat, what is being used?
The attack stat still.
The attack stat still?
Whatever the base, whatever it is base, whatever is higher base wise.
So then what you're saying is that if I had a higher attack than my special attack stat is just not being used at all.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It does break the meta then.
But that's how they made Gyarados viable.
Gotcha. I need to see an explanation, like a full explanation of this.
I have to find the video that explains it better than I'm not explaining it 100%. It's gonna be an Austin John Plays video.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. still on the beach.
Yeah, we're fighting the fishermen on the way to whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And we still don't have the proper HM. I think we need to get. Ooh, Spooge wants to learn Hyper Beam.
Hyper Beam, man.
Now we're gonna not do it.
No. Hyper Beam is. You can buy that anytime you want to, but it's also just. Yeah.
It can be useful.
It can be useful. It's good for like taking out something, but I don't know. I've been burned by that attack way too many times. I usually just like to keep the ones that. I've had a lot of bad experiences with Hyper Beam. It was always the attack you thought was the best thing ever, and then it always caused more problems than it solved.
He's gonna have 4 Magikarp because that's like that's the best strategy that you can have. You left me hanging, man. I don't like that.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was looking at something. Batroc. What did he do?
He fucked up a Magikarp.
Ah, gotcha.
But I thought this buddy was gonna have 4 Magikarp, but he has a Feebas, so he proved me wrong.
Haha. He went through the painstaking process of going through the little blocks into the hone.
It's the same way in this one too.
Yeah.
But at least it utilizes the beauty thing again to evolve them, so it's easy to get a Milo Pokemon.
Oh, nice. Gyarados. Pinion.
Yeah, you got this.
One of the more boring Pokemon.
Its evolution was the last Pokemon I needed to complete the Pokédex when I first played this game. Back all the way.
That's how forgettable it is.
Yeah. I didn't even have it registered in my Pokédex at all. I was like, the fuck is this Pokemon? Like, does this stupid fish evolve? And then I encountered the trainer that I just so happened to miss. The one trainer that has the evolution. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I have to evolve that thing then.
It turns into bigger fish.
Yeah.
More interesting fish.
I remember they plagued Pokemon Snap's underwater level. New Pokemon Snaps I'm talking about.
So I can't go wrong with a Sea King.
Which we might do an episode of new Pokemon Snap. Just so I can fucking complain the whole time.
I mean, it'd be. I've seen some of it.
It's alright. It's more of the class. It's more of the original. Just expand it. When I mean expanded, I mean there's more courses and there's more Pokemon to take pictures of. But other than
I like that they kind of randomize it, so you get a different experience, sort of, each time.
No.
No?
Each course has 3 different levels, and every time you level it up, it will change up the course a bit. But every time you play that course on level 1, you're gonna see the same Grookey, run across the same path, do the same animation over and over and over and over again. And you have to do that to grind to order to level up the fucking... I went over it in my review. Like, it's literally just doing the same fucking shit over and over and over and over.
The same shit you've seen over and over and over again.
You're stuck. It wouldn't have mattered if you weren't stuck on a track, but the fact that they couldn't even let you like walk around and see these animations from different viewpoints and stuff, that would have completely saved it if they just didn't put you on the fucking track. But it's literally just a first-person shooter. That you don't shoot anything. You're just taking pictures. It's a glorified photo mode for a game that I'm glad they're using the graphics. They listened to me. I don't know if like there is some... I don't think I talked about this on any of our episodes, but there must be some exec like listening in to my conversations or something, because they're listening to me and they fucking took Legends Arceus and took Pokemon Snap graphics, and that's what they're doing for the next game.
Yeah. Oh shit. The new
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better than what we've been getting. That's why I'm saying it's gonna be great.
I definitely agree. I mean, I think I was definitely, because I was super excited when I saw Arceus, but I still wasn't as excited as when they announced. Maybe it's just because of like my weird thing with purple. I don't know.
Yeah, that when I saw the violet, I was like, I have to tell. At this hell Spooge.
And I hope, and I know I it shouldn't like affect my my feelings on it, but there better be some of those my favorite classic purple boys in that.
Oh, you know they're going to. You know they're going to. But
yeah.
Sadly, this episode has to be. We have to do a bye-bye for this episode.
Oh, bye-bye.